Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we'll be going over another one of my random 60 card deck builds. I will admit this one's still kind of coming together in a random way, just because it's a little more singular copy of cards than here that I normally would end up liking. That being said, I'm also still working with that day-night bound kind of stuff in this one. So it kind of understandable why it hasn't really, seen too much of an update lately. I haven't really looked at the deck too much, because I'm still not like the biggest fan of the whole day-night kind of cycle thing. But anyways, let's just get on to it and show you what we got going on here. Starting off, we have 3 copies of Ascendant Pack Leader. Ascendant Pack Leader enters the battlefield. Oh, it's a, my bad. 2/1. When Ascendant Pack Leader enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter, if you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater, whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on Ascendant Pack Leader. After that, we have a real simple one here. Tavern Ruffian, 2 copies of it for, maybe it's just a 2/5 day bound. His other side is a 6/5 night bound. These guys being a prime example of essentially ones where it's like, okay, alright there, but I need to actually, probably find a replacement eventually. But anyways, we got Tireless Hauler, 4/5 Vigilance, well, on the day side, and he's a 6/6 Vigilance on the night bound side. Next up, we have Spellrune Painter. He's a 2/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Spellrune Painter gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Then his Nightbound side being Spellrune Howler. There's a 3/4. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Spellrune Howler gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Two copies of Kessig Naturalist. 2/2. Whenever Kessig Naturalist attacks, add red or green. Well, a red or green mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose mana as steps and phases end. Then on the Nightbound side, we have a 3/3. Other wolves and werewolves you control get +1/+1. Lord of the Uvenward. Okay. And then, whenever Lord of Uvenward attacks, add. That's where the problem is. Whenever Lord of Uvenward attacks, add 1 red or green. Until end of turn, you don't lose as mana as steps and phases end. Sorry, I got a little tied up there, trying to get the focus back in. Then we got 2 copies of Outland Liberator, 2/2 for 1. Well, they can pay 1 colorless, sacrifice Outland Liberator, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Other side, we have a 3/3, which you still have the same effect as the front. Pay 1 colorless, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. But whenever Frenzied Trapbreaker attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Next up, we have Burly Breaker, 6/5, Ward 1. Backside, 8/7, Ward 3. Then we have Ill-Tempered Loner. He's a 3/3. Whenever Ill-Tempered Loner is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. And then you can pay 1 in a red. Ill-Tempered Loner gets +2/+0 until end turn. Then his backside here, Hellpack Avenger, 4/4. Whenever a permanent you control deals damage to Hellpack Avenger, deals that much damage to any target. And you can pay 1 in a red. Hellpack Avenger gets +2/+0 until end turn. After that, we have Harvesttide Infiltrator, 3/2 Trample. And the backside being a 4/4 Trampler. Next up, we have Hellpack Piper. It's a 2/2. The spell can't be countered. Pay 1 in a green. Tap it. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If it's a wolf or werewolf, untap Hellpack Piper. Activate only as a sorcery. On the back side, we have Wildsong Howler, 4/4. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Wildsong Howler, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. After that, we have Tovar's Huntmaster. He's a 6/6. When he enters the battlefield, create 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. On the back side, it becomes a 7/7. Whenever Tovar Pack Leader enters the battlefield or attacks, create 2/2 wolf green creature tokens. Then you can also pay 2 and 2 green. Another target wolf or werewolf you control fights target creature you don't control. After that, we have Tovar, Dire Overlord. He is a 3/3. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if 3 or more wolves or werewolves... if you control 3 or more wolves or werewolves, it becomes night. Then transform a number of human werewolves you control. Which then, on his night side, we have a 4/4. Whenever a wolf or werewolf deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. You can pay X, a red and a green. Target wolf or werewolf you control gains +X/+0 and gains trample until end turn. And then we have Primal Adversary, a 4/3. Trample. When Primal Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 in a green a number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on Primal Adversary. Then up to that many target lands you control become 3/3 wolf creature tokens with haste that are still lands. So, nice little land power up there. Moving down to our spells. We have Lunar Frenzy. Target creature you control gets +X/+O and gains first strike and trample until end of turn. So 2 copies of that. Then we have 2 copies of Play with Fire. Play with Fire deals 2 damage to any target. If a player is dealt damage this way, scry 1. Then we have 2 copies of Turn the Earth. Choose up to 3 target cards and graveyards. The owners of those cards shuffle them into their libraries. You gain 2 life. As a flashback of 1 and a green. Then we have 2 copies of Dryad's Revival. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Flashback of 4 and a green. After that, we have 2 copies of Glorious Sunshine. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose 1. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn. Target land gains tap at 3 green until end of turn. Draw a card if you control a creature with power 3 or greater, or gain 3 life. Next up, we have 2 copies of Calic Pyre. Choose 1. Calic Pyre deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Or discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Onto our singletons here. We have Arlen, the Pack's Hope. Daybound, +1. Until your next turn, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash, and each creature you control enters the battlefield with additional +1/+1 counter on it. Or -3, create 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. The night side being Nightbound, +2, add a red and a green. Or -0 until end of turn. Oh my god. There we go. 0 until end of turn, Arlen the Moon's Fury becomes a 5/5 werewolf creature with trample, indestructible, and haste. Then we have the Celeste. If it is neither day nor night, it becomes day as Celeste enters the battlefield. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Pay 3, tap, it becomes night. Oh, if it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as a sorcery. Then whenever day becomes night, or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. After that, we have Unnatural Growth. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Pack's Betrayal. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste and until end of turn. If you control a wolf or werewolf, scry 2. Immolation. Enchanted creature gets +2, -2. Moon Silver Key. Pay 1 and tap. Sacrifice Moon Silver Key. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value, with a mana ability or a basic land card. Reveal it and put it in your hand, then shuffle. Tapping at the window. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. Then lastly, we have Dire Strain Rampage. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. If a land was destroyed this way, its controller may search the library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Otherwise, if the controller may search the library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Flashback of 3, a red and a green. Down to our lands. We have 8 mountains, 10 forests, a rock-filled vale, and a field of ruin. Oh, rock-filled vale enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. It can be tapped for red or green. And field of ruin, it can be tapped for colorless or pay 2, tap, sacrifice field of ruin, destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. Each player searches their library for a basic land card, puts down the battlefield, then shuffles. And with that, that brings the deck build to a close. Hope y'all enjoyed taking a look into another one of my random little casual 60 card decks. Hope y'all enjoyed and hope to see you in the next video. Peace.